What's going on, and welcome to your town hall for Co-op 64 2025. I'm Nick, that's Connor, and we got some announcements to make. We are heading full steam into the back half of the year, so we want to give some updates on some content promises. We want to give some updates to the channels. We want to make some fun announcements. And yeah, the first thing we want to get out of the way, though, is this is not Connor going full time. That will be a heartfelt Discord post first and then a video to follow after. But this is something that we think we might do every year, potentially around this point of the year, where we will be able to just basically say what's up with Co-op 64. If you are a fan of what we do here at Co-op 64, whether you just watch us on TikTok or the YouTube feed or over on Twitch, we're happy to have you here breaking down what's up with Co-op 64. But first, before we get into it, Connor, in 3 sentences, how are you doing?
Great, good, amazing.
I said sentences,
Yeah,
but I'll take the words.
Those are sentences.
All right, I like it. You put an exclamation point after all those words?
Yeah,
there
exactly.
you go. And we are also doing this live. So shout out to everyone that is watching live in the chat right now. It means the world that we are able to go and get back from a vacation and hit the ground running with doing a fun stream like this. This was like one of those that we've talked about for a couple weeks now, being like, yeah, after vacation, we are going to do this stream, but we haven't been able to talk about it. So I'm excited to finally talk about it. So first off, we wanted to sort of like look back to Co-op 64 Day 2025. This is obviously our big fundraiser stream that we do every single year. And by doing that stream, there was a bunch of promises that we made. So we want to look at what we've done and then what we still have to do. So just looking at what we've done, Brady did the Drunk Explain to The Last of Us with me. That was a blast. I played all of Kingdom Hearts in one weekend recently. Connor played all of Sonic 06. That was a fun time. Donkey Konga stream, a little fun one-off stream with Connor and I. The Pokemon Nuzlocke happened that day. And then Elden Ring Night Rain also was a stream that existed because of Co-op 64 Day. We've also made some Patreon promises this year, and we have completed currently all of our Patreon promises. Those included.
That's not true. We're missing one.
Oh yes, sorry. You are very correct. We have it listed right here. Me and Brady doing the 999. That was a Patreon promise. That box is now checked off. Me and Scott playing music. That one-off stream existed because of a Patreon goal, and you guys smashed that goal. So that was a super fun stream that we did earlier this year. And then me and Connor doing the Death Stranding podcast. The spoiler cast for that was a Patreon promise. We did that. It was awesome. Big ups. Super fun time. But we want to give the updates on what we still have to do from Co-op 64 Day, and there is one extra life goal that still needs to be completed. We are 2/3 of the way there. But looking at our Co-op 64 Day goals that we have coming up, me playing Mario Sunshine, that is happening starting this week, which is super exciting. We are finally getting to me playing this atrocious video game. I'm so excited.
The disrespect.
I'm kidding. I said this on the podcast we just shot. I'm going in with some level of optimism. Like I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be all right. Hopefully.
I think it's a great game. I don't really have much of an issue with it like you do.
All right. And then Brady plays Jack and Dexter. This is going to begin sometime in August. It will not begin this week. This week, I think King Dude in our chat shouted out, we will be playing Peak on Monday. Me, Connor, Brady playing Peak. It's gonna be a good time. So that will start up in August. That is one of the Co-op 64 Day goals. And then me playing Ocarina of Time, that will begin right after Mario Sunshine finishes. So we're going back to back to Co-op 64 Day goals, making sure that we finish these out before we get to Extra Life, or at least start most of them before we get to Extra Life, because of course then we'll refresh on goals and go from there. We also have the Co-opathon that was funded because of Co-op 64 Day. We are starting that on August 8th. Connor, do you know the weekend schedule? You on it?
Yeah. We are playing Brothers on Friday night.
Yep.
Then you and Brady are playing Halo 3 co-op on Saturday. And then me and Brady are playing Lego Star Wars, the original, just the original Lego Star Wars game, not the original trilogy, which is a different game, which is episode 1, 2, and 3 on the PlayStation 2 on that Sunday.
Yeah. So the centerpiece of this is obviously me and Brady playing through all of Halo 3. That's the long stream, but the other 2 streams are filling out the weekend, streaming all weekend, August 8th, 2 weeks away from right now, we will be streaming literally all weekend, basically. We still will do content on that Sunday and do a full shoot, but the boys will be enjoying a full weekend of content fun. Then there is one extra life goal left, and that is me and Brady still have 2 hot pepper gamings we need to do. Connor, you're on the bench. You've done it. You're good. You made it. Me and Brady, not so much. We are not as lucky. We will be getting those done probably next week's shoot.
You said you were doing a ghost pepper, right?
No, hell no.
Why not?
Because I like living. But yeah, we're going to be doing those. That is the last extra life goal we have to do. But it will happen. As always, we try to say like about a year. Like we want to get done within
before
the year.
Next extra life, we want to get it done.
It obviously give us some leeway. Like one of those videos might post after extra life, but we're going to be getting those done just with the flow of the schedule and everything, making sure that they go up in a timely fashion and work with the rest of the schedule that we have. Then the last Patreon goal is Connor and Laura playing Overcooked. That will be scheduled. It is on our radar. Thank you so much for your support on Patreon. It is the reason that all this exists and all this happens is only because of your support on Patreon. It really means the world to us. So that goal was smashed. We were on vacation. We were talking about it. It's on Laura's radar. We will get it scheduled. August is already a packed month for us when it comes to the amount of streaming we're doing. So it probably won't be in August, but it is on our radar. We're very excited about that.
Shout out to Laura for agreeing to play Overcooked with us, or with me. We have 3-starred every level in the original Overcooked, but it's been a very long time since we played this game together. I don't know if we'll play 1 or 2, but
yeah. Someone says putting that marriage to the test. Absolutely. That's going to be a stream that I kind of want to like tune in from behind and like clipboard and put on the visor and be like, coach you guys to make sure. And then also then like take off the like referee gear or whatever, and then sit between you guys and be a therapist also, just like go back and forth between those 2 things. So yeah, those are the updates for what we have done and where we're going with Co-op 64 Day. We just obviously, when it comes to the goals, you guys are funding this entire thing, so we want to make sure that you know what's up and what our planning is when it comes to those things. But the next big thing that we want to toss out there is Extra Life is August 23rd. That is the next major stream. Connor, how stoked are you for Extra Life?
Very stoked. Very excited to be up for an unreal amount of hours playing games, raising money for Cincinnati Children's Hospital. Good cause. And these streams are always a ton of fun. So I look forward to that.
Yeah, show up, show out. This is going to be another one of those fun ones where we currently have a schedule. I'm still tweaking it a little bit. We already have goals for it. I'm still tweaking those a little bit. I think the goals are basically set though. Yeah. I think that we have what we're trying to raise. As always, the goal is to do better than the year prior, but at the end of the day, it's still just for a great cause. August 23rd, that's Saturday morning. We will start up and we will go 24 hours with some group of people. It's going to be me, Connor, and Brady holding it down, and it's going to be a great time. But yeah, I'm very, very excited about that stream. August 23rd is when that starts. Moving on, this is sort of where like we are transitioning what this conversation is to more announcements. Because like all this stuff that we just discussed was sort of known. Extra Life was always around the corner. Co-opathon we brought up, I think, the last 2 housekeepings for podcasts that we've done. Like we know that these things are happening. Discord. We want to talk about the community. We want to talk to you directly, the community, the people that are watching something like this. Potentially, you are in the Discord. We want to discuss what the Discord is all about. So the first and foremost part of the Discord is, just in case you don't know, and if you haven't joined or if you are newer to the Discord, a big benefit of joining the Discord is being able to write in for podcasts and trivia. So Connor, what does that look like normally when we send those out?
Yeah, so we will ping people in the Discord for write-ins for Q&As, for reacting to your hot takes, reacting to your top 5 favorite games, which we've done on the bonus podcast. So if you want to participate in those, that's through the Discord. We also do the fan-voted lists, the top 10s over on TikTok. Those are put in the link tree, but if you want the chance to choose what the next list is going to be, we send out a few options and you get to vote on that. And then you get early submission to those fan voted lists as well. We have poorly described plots over there. Fast money we've done in the past as well. So
that's something coming back soon.
And then obviously like with announcements and everything, that's the best way to keep up to date on what's going on in the world of Co-op 64.
Yeah. So big shout out there. But now let's get to like the actual big announcement when it comes to the Discord. Rest of 2025, we really want to focus on community. I think that's like the big word that we tossed out during the last couple months of meetings, where we're like, how can we make this to some level this super special thing that it once was early 2024 because it was new, it was fresh. A lot of people were asking about it. And then as we've continued on and as we've continued to grow, our plates, just speaking frankly, have gotten more and more full of the amount of work that we are doing week to week.
Right.
We are shooting 3 podcasts, sometimes 4 podcasts a week. We are producing more TikToks than ever. We are streaming more hours than ever. And the Discord and the community aspect, we take very seriously, but it definitely got pushed to the side for a little bit. And so we want to recapture some of that magic. And we are happy to announce that only a Discord, this will not be a streaming thing. Every single month, we will have a community night that is just hosted by one of the guys playing games.
Hopefully multiple of us.
Yes.
Yeah.
In the Discord. So as of right now, August, yes. July, we're shooting this in July. This is going to get posted like July 31st. August will be the first one. Like we've said with the Co-opathon and with Extra Life, very busy slate of streaming when it comes to where we're at and how this is going to work. But August 31st, the plan is Fall Guys Community Night. Me and Connor both want to be on that community Discord call, hanging out with you. This is completely free. This is just hanging out. More reason to go and shoot the breeze, talk about the week. I don't know how long these nights are going to be, but they will be hosted by one of us. And it's whoever wants to show up, hang out, have a good time, you can do so. You don't need to turn a mic on. You don't need to play the game. You don't need to do whatever. Whatever works for you. We just want to refocus the Discord community aspect and charge into the new year, especially really going for it when it comes to the community aspects of the channel.
And interacting with us is exciting, I imagine, and that's something that people want to do. But I think that the biggest thing when it comes to community for me is like connecting other people through this shared interest. And it's been really cool to see a lot of people make friends that seem to be lifelong friends that they've really connected with through our community. And I think that this is a good way to get new people in and have the opportunity to chat and make those relationships.
So as of right now, the plan is August 31st is going to be Fall Guys. September, we don't have a date for it. The plan is Among Us, once again, hosted by one of us, hopefully multiple of us. We are all looking at these as like, this is basically a stream time. We are taking it as seriously as one of those. And so if one of us needs to miss, it's because, okay, there's other shit that like needs to get done. But this is another thing that we are really focusing on. All the guys hopefully are there, if not multiple. And if worse comes to worse, it will be just one. But it's because there's other things that need to get done, obviously, and everything. But there is a major focus on it. So September, Among Us, and then October is Fortnite community lobbies. That's gonna be awesome. We also want to focus on a lot of these games being like super accessible, easy to pick up, free to play sometimes. Like, we want to have this be a cool, awesome experience that is super easy to get into and have fun. And if you do not have the game, if you are not playing the game, we still want there to be a chance to come in, hang out, talk, because a lot of these conversations, I assume, sure, we'll be talking about the game. We'll be talking about Fortnite customs and what's happening in the lobby. But also we'll be talking about, hey, in October, I assume that we're talking about Ghost of Yote and Ninja Gaiden 4 and The Outer Worlds 2. And so hop in, have those conversations with us. Very, very exciting. So that's Discord. We are hyper focused on making the Discord freaking awesome and the best community. Like, you guys have already made it the best community on the internet. Like, we want to make it even more so, that much better, and go full tilt there. The next one's a big announcement. Like, this is like Co-op 64 day type shit that we've had in the back pocket for a bit. This is an idea Connor came to me back in April, I think, was the first time that we talked about it. And we just kept on like going round and round of like, how will this work? How does this work with what we believe the motto of Co-op 64 is, which has always been quality and consistency? How does it go and work with our workflow, and how much effort that this is going to take? This is like major shit. And I thought about leading off with this announcement, but I was like, let's leave something fun on the back end of this conversation. Starting up Monday. Oh, you can find this now. But starting up Monday, we have a clips channel for our Twitch on TikTok. Connor, you want to talk a little bit about this?
Yeah, so this will just be small little highlights from our Twitch streams that happen Monday through Thursday, 7 to 10 Eastern Standard Time. We have a little bit of a backlog now filled out that are just funny moments fun discussions, stuff that has happened on these streams. So if you can't catch them live, you get a little taste of them through the Twitch Clips channel on TikTok, or if you just want a place to relive some of the highlights, there you go.
Yeah, this is awesome. We, like Connor said, we already have a few of them already edited. This will be the classic conversation of like, how can we do this? What's the amount of work? What's the amount of bandwidth I have to edit these things? We're taking it seriously. I think that that's the big part of this, where the plan is, yeah, we have a couple already edited. If you want to help with any of this process, a big part of some of my editing was finding people having a clip that's already posted and being like, or like that was made from the stream, and then finding that moment, extending it a little bit often, and then like going and doing that. Like there's a clip from Expedition 33 that Brady was streaming. I'm like, that's got to go on the channel. Like that's so freaking funny. Stuff like that where it's like there's a lot of good stuff that happens on Twitch that only 80 to 100 people see because it's on Twitch. And we want to go and broaden that out. TikTok's obviously a place that we've had success in. We have a major audience over there, and we're so thankful for that audience. But we want to give people the option to get more content, a different version of content, but also content that we believe is really good. Like we're not just going to be, a big part of this was, hey, how are we going to post every day? Because that was what Co-op 64's initial motto was when it came to what the channel on TikTok is. We want to post every single day. That's not going to be this. The plan is not to post every single day on that Clips channel. The plan is to post a couple times a week on that Clips channel though, and break out some of these amazing moments. So I'm very, very excited about that. I like, this is super exciting. You can find it right now. It's Co-op 64 Clips. It has 0 followers right now. And Connor might go and I assume like toss it in the Discord or something. If you guys want to be following it for that first post that happens on Monday, I'll tease out that this clip came from the Nuzlocke, and it was a conversational clip. That's the other part of this. Like, just to describe what's happening, this isn't going to be I beat the final boss in Sekiro moments all the time. It's not going to be gameplay focused all the time. This is going to be another way to hear us talk about certain things, and those conversations that live on Twitch and sometimes on YouTube are now going to be able to live in perpetuity over on a Clip channel. And so, yeah, there's going to be fun conversations, fun moments, and there will also be not just the shenanigans that you expect from a 24-hour extra live stream or the 999 stream with me and Brady. There will also be conversations about me and Connor are talking about what's happening in the games industry that day, and we were like, okay, let's get that over on the Clips channel because, oh shoot, we don't really have a place for that on the current channel, and it seems odd to go and just like post a one-off thing that doesn't work with the rest of our content. So it's really, really exciting that like this is probably one of the longest term announcements that we have, where it's like this is going to be a lot more content. It's going to be a lot of fun, and hopefully the content is great and you guys go and show up and show out for what that is. Anything else on the Clip channel, Con, before we get into this final part?
Nope. Very excited about it though.
Very excited. Lastly, new Patreon goals. We have had established Patreon goals for quite some time, and we sort of fell away from that when we started hitting most of those goals because things like Summer Game Fest season picked up, review season picked up, and we were basically just doing as much as we possibly could as a channel at that time, and we couldn't really like be like, all right, let's go and toss out another Patreon goal because potentially it would be hit and it would be not a great situation. I do want to say that something I did toss out there was a goal for a behind the scenes video. Shout out to the people that have gone over and supported that. I think the goal was 350. We said screw it. I made a uploading error when it came to the scheduling. So we don't want to do 2 weeks back to back of exclusive TikToks. We're going to do a behind the scenes video for Patreon this upcoming week. That goal is already taken care of basically. So we want to set another goal. We want to set a fresh goal. And the first goal is at 375. Connor, what is it?
Got a Hollow Knight spoiler cast at 375. This will get Nick to finally play Hollow Knight. I played this last year. Shout out Drifter for getting me through that game. And we're going to sit down and have a discussion on it. Yeah,
this is going to be one of those fun ones. Highly anticipated game later this year is Hollow Knight Silksong. We're like, we need to have the conversation. We need to have the all-in type of conversation that we do for spoiler casts. And this spoiler cast, I assume, will be one of those that like I don't think that there's a large narrative aspect, but we will be breaking down the entirety of Hollow Knight, what makes that game special, why Connor thinks it's so bad, and why I think it's going to be great.
So bad.
I know.
Gave it an 8 out of 10. I think it's great.
100%.
Slander.
And then we just, oh, by the way, we only have 2 goals. And this is also the last announcement. I want to make that very clear. Where it's like, we don't want to go too far out there, especially we are reloading on goals with Extra Life. Like we had like 8 or 9 really awesome goals for Extra Life. And we're like, okay, we need to find 2 more awesome goals for Patreon. And these are the goals. And we want them to be tangible. People to be able to listen to this video and in a real concrete way be like, I love what these boys are doing. I'm going to go and finally make that step over to Patreon because you really do get this channel to move forward and progress in a real way. So 375, Hollow Knight Spoilercast. 400. This is the last announcement of the day, and I think that it might be my favorite announcement. Connor is laughing his ass off already because I pitched this to him, and he goes, Nick, only you would think about something like this. We are going to do a stream that will be a YouTube video called Coors Lights and Boss Fights with Nick and Brady. That's right. Me and Brady will be doing a tier list breakdown, a conversation about our favorite boss fights while drinking Coors Lights. I originally had it as Bud Lights, but I was like, Brady's not going to drink a Bud Light. He's a Coors Light guy. He's a Silver Bullet fan. This is so stupid.
It's really dumb.
But also, I think it's the concept that people want, you know? I think that that's going to be a great time. Don't forget the 9 hot dogs. Absolutely not. I'm never eating a hot dog on stream ever again. And probably that probably will happen. If Doug 2 does happen, then I guess I'm going to have to eat a hot dog on stream. But no, it's like a fun, stupid idea that I think is just so Co-op 64. At the end of the day, we're a group of guys that are talking about our favorite thing, which is video games, hanging out, having fun. But going in, like, I think that there's a chance that we do it, like, even from this setup with the TV and making a tier list and, like, doing it that way. Mm-hmm. Like, there's so much fun to be had. And this isn't going to be like, we're not talking about every boss fight ever. We're not going to, I don't know exactly what the format is going to be. But I think that you put me and Brady on camera together, magic always happens. Always. And so that is going to be not a Patreon exclusive thing. Same with the spoiler cast for Hollow Knight. The plan is that not to be a Patreon thing. That just goes out for everyone who is supporting the channel. I'm very, very thankful to like have the place to go and still have fun, stupid ideas. Because that is what Co-op 64 is all about, you know? Other than that.
So just recapping, we went over all the things we've done so far this year for stuff that we had promised in Co-op 64 Day. We went over what we have left. So a lot of fun stuff there. Sunshine, Jack and Dexter, Ocarina of Time, more Hot Pepper shenanigans. Co-opathon coming up August 8th through 10th. Extra Life August 23rd. So August is a very, very busy month for Co-op 64. Discord changes, just refocusing on the community and making that a really fun place for people to meet and enjoy the content and enjoy talking about video games, movies, WrestleMania, and SummerSlam is happening next weekend, right? Yeah. Talk about that in the sports channel. And a refocus on community nights with us playing games with you guys. And then that's a really good opportunity for you to make friends and meet the fellow community members. We're kicking that off with Fall Guys, I mean, Among Us, Fortnite. We talked about doing like Gang Beasts in the future, maybe like Jackbox games eventually.
More Halo, Gartic Phone. Like we will just make it happen. It'll be a lot of fun. We
have a new clips channel over on TikTok. Where we will be posting Twitch clips over there on a semi-regular basis. And then Patreon goals, 375, Hollow Knight Spoiler Cast, 400, Coors Lights and Boss Fights with Brady and Nick.
When I was organizing this whole thing, I was like, the last announcement, people are gonna be like, all right, we got one more thing, and it's Coors Lights and Boss Fights. Half of the audience right now very disappointed, half the audience very stoked. They're like, that's the best announcement these gentlemen could make. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. We obviously have a large focus with some of these things, like about Patreon. If you're over on Patreon, you literally make this channel happen. We are so thankful for that. And then for all the people that are just hanging out on the free feeds and supporting the channel that way, thank you so much. We hope things like the upcoming stream slate that we just laid out and things like the clip channel over on TikTok are exciting. You can find that TikTok channel right now. I'll link that probably in the description down below too for that channel if you want to check out the Clips channel. We would love to go and have that thing go blow the roof off of before even day one of like actually posting something. Have some followers over there excited about the first clip that we're going to release. But yeah, we're so thankful for what we have done thus far. We're about 2 years into doing this, and we're excited about all that, but we really are looking towards the future, looking towards Extra Life, looking towards Co-op 64 Day 2026, and looking towards wherever this adventure takes us. So thank you so much for listening to this town hall. We will see you in the next one.